here in Sacramento, California. I am a security officer for a very, very large company. I had 3 truck drivers come out to get to their cars, and they're pissed. So, of course, I see these guys every day. I walk up, I'm like, what's up, guys? And they tell me that they're being sent home today, and they do not know when they're coming back in, because apparently the company who they work for, our client, has just let them know that they do not have enough supplies to distribute out to the grocery stores. I was like, what do you mean y'all don't have enough supplies to distribute to the grocery stores? What they were told by their bosses today, our client, that due to unforeseen circumstances, there has been a massive shortage, and it has happened very fast. Like, they knew it was here, but they didn't know it was going to happen this fast. And apparently one of the big bosses was crying. That's what the truck driver told me. Very upset. I guess the panic is real now, because the company, my client that we're working for, that's their hustle. I mean, they distribute food products to Safeway, Chevron stations, AMPMs, every kind of grocery store you could think of. Anything that has snacks. This is a situation. 3 whole people got sent home. And so I asked one of the drivers, I was like, well, how long is what kind of route do you have? He was like, I got all grocery stores. It's beginning, guys. Don't worry about who's twerking. Don't worry about who's sleeping with who. Don't worry about Roe versus Wade. Don't worry about all that bullshit. What y'all need to worry about is y'all community and your family. Get it together. Get in your lane, because it's about to go down. That's all I'm saying. Heads up.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor as due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakudah. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutation be to the hopeful elect. This is an article I found from The Guardian. It says a court of Americans open up to taking up arms against government, the poll says. Reason why I put that clip in there is because the shortages and the famines is one of the main reasons why people will go up in arms against the government, because they don't trust them anymore, okay? People are desperate. Desperate times calls for desperate measures, so to speak. So people are literally getting ready to lose their damn minds, man. Okay, so with that being said, it says more than a quarter of the U.S. residents feel so estranged from their government that they feel it may be soon to necessarily take up arms against it, a poll released on Thursday, okay? Now, you people in America, man, you slow bellies, because, shit, if you look at these other countries, man, they've already done this, okay? From tax reform, reformation, from unlawful lockdowns to, president. Look at what they're doing in Sri Lanka, man. They stormed on the president's palace house, whether that was concocted, set up, or whether that was a real event. The fact that these people, man, they're like, you know what? The hell with this place. So they rolled on it in the man's pool. Why? Because he declared a bankruptcy in Sri Lanka, man. Okay, and be honest with you, America is really bankrupt, because you're in a 30-something trillion dollar deficit, which is on paper, but more like 300 trillion. You see, but you Americans, you don't realize that, because in your mindset, as long as you got a paper dollar in your book bag or your purse or your wallet, whatever you want to call it, you in good case. But you don't even realize that the money that's being printed at the U.S. Treasury, you don't even realize that the money is not being backed by anything. It's a debt note. This is why people are all in debt, man. It's why you have bill collectors harassing you 24/7 over nonsense, man, okay? Because this is a debt note. But see, if you people were woke up to that illusion, you would have been shut down Title 4D. You would have been went up against the IRS, okay, which they're talking about. They're bankrupt now, pretty much. They don't have any money, okay? A place that's been stealing your tax dollars for years, okay, funding wars and weapons of wars, funding terrorist groups. They've been stealing money from the people, and yet you people still don't even realize you've been played. But now all of a sudden, because the food is being taken, like we say, you take bread and circus away, then these people gonna lose it. But hey, if you keep it before them, they gonna be straight. As long as you got the clubs, you know, you got the food chains, you got sports venues, concerts. Man, these people, you can run levels around these people, and they would never catch on to it, and never catch on to it, man. You know, and it says here, it says this survey of 1,000 U.S. registered voters published from the University of Chicago's Institute of Politics also revealed that most Americans agree that the government is corrupt and rigged against everyday people like me. Duh. But what took you people so long to really finally realize that? When the food is scarce, when things are going up, it's like you play ball, it's like you compromise based on the comfortability, because you can go home to your nice homes, you can drive your Lexus, you know, you got good credit. You people let that whole pretty picture deplete you from what was really happening, man. Okay? And it's a damn shame that you people sold out for comfort and no type of integrity, man, because they basically told you they was playing you. You know, but now, you know, like I said, Esau, good cop, bad cop. When all the riots start, they're going to declare martial law over here, because it's this devil. He's got to play hero again. You know, he's got to come up with the bullshit scenario, and then he's got to make it seem like he's going to be here to save the day. So when people started actually having insurrections on these state capitals and these federal buildings, you know, when they start looking for these senators, these child support judges, and start putting them to death, then Esau going to declare martial law, because he has to make it seem like the people that's in arms against the government are the bad people. Okay, which in fact, all of you people are wicked. The only righteous ones are the men of the Lord. That's it. Okay, and we catching our hell now, so we can be spared from the impending danger that's doomed to come upon you people. Because, hey, brothers been catching straight hell, man. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But it says this suggests that the extreme polarization in U.S. politics and its impact on Americans' relationships with each other remain strong. But these statistics come as a congressional committee in holding public hearings on the January 6th insurrection, which that wasn't even a fucking insurrection. That was stupid. Anybody that have brain cells looking would know that was scripted. That was played. It didn't even look real. How the hell they just march on the Capitol, find out that they let them in? Like, how the hell is that an insurrection? That wasn't a real insurrection. Because if it was really insurrection on a government state's capital, they would have been shooting those people down, okay? You people haven't seen a real insurrection yet. But it says this deadly attack, which it was not deadly, okay? It was all concocted. Most of those people were paid agitators. But it says this deadly attack on U.S. Capitol stemmed from the false partisan pro-Donald Trump belief that Joe Biden did not win the 2020 election. It says rioters attempted to thwart certification of the election in effort to keep Trump in office, and now allegedly they going after this guy Trump. But it's all a joke. It says, but although the violent insurrection has targeted Republicans and Democrats alike, the GOP Trump lawyers have insisted that the committee is illegitimate. It says these attacks on the committee intensify after Trump staffed themselves, including former Attorney General Bill Barr, publicly described his efforts to push the big lie that the presidential election was stolen. It says, but the survey statistics that distrust in government varies among party lines, while 56% of participants said they generally trust elections to be conducted fairly and counted accurately. Stupid people, dumb. It says Democrats, independents were dramatically split on the point, but nearly 80% of the Democrats voiced overall trust in elections, of course. But that number dipped to 51% upon independents and 33% of Republicans. See, because you Democrats, you are the most docile. You are for everything that's happening in society. And I notice with Democrats, it's a lot of women, because Democrats, they promote that whole quote unquote liberal nonsense. You can walk around and be what you want to be. Women's lib. What do you call feminism? Most of the people that vote Democrats are feminists. So of course they trust it because they're allowed to do their wickedness. You know. But it says, per the poll, 49% of Americans concurred that they more and more feel like a stranger in their own country. And again, this number reflected the sharp political divisions, and the sentiment was held by 69% of self-described strong Republicans, 65% of self-described very conservative persons, and 38% of strong Democrats. But of the 28% of voters who felt it may be soon to be necessary to take up arms against the government, 37% had guns in their homes, according to data. Okay, and this is the reason why you have all these shootings, because when they do what they got to do, they don't want anybody to overtake them. Okay, going back into like when Germany invaded Poland, they had to disarm certain populations because they didn't want people to fight back, man. And that shows you right there that that's a sinister agenda, because why would you disarm people if you said that they could protect themselves? Which shows you that this is the reason why all these shootings are taking place, because they need a reason to take away your protection. But it says 1/3 of Republicans, including 45% of strong Republicans, hold this belief about taking up arms. 35% of independent voters and 20% of Democrats also agreed, the poll said. But meanwhile, these polls voice negative sentiments about persons from opposing political parties. It says 73% of self-described Republican voters agreed that Democrats are generally bullies who want to impose their political beliefs on those who disagree. An almost identical percentage of Democrats expressed a review of Republicans. But while we've documented for years these partisan polarizations in the country, these poll results are perhaps the starkest evidence of the deep divisions and partisan attitudes rippling through the country, said the Republican pollster Neil Newhouse. Okay, it says the survey also stated that almost half of respondents expressed averting political talk with other people because I don't know where they stand. 1/4 described losing friends, and a similar proportion claim to have avoided relatives and friends due to politics per survey. So basically what we're reading is the division here. Okay, it's clearly a division here in America. All right, and these people, they're totally divided because they don't know whether to vote on collard greens or fucking spinach, man. They don't know. All right, and their mindset is just a big, this is a shit show, man. This place is a joke. But yeah, we gotta suffer you people every single day, and your ridicule and your proud behaviors, man. That's why, man, when the men of the Lord get raised up on new levels, you people gonna be straight up ashamed. You're gonna literally put your heads in the dirt because you're not gonna realize. You're gonna finally realize that the men who you've been playing to the left, okay, disrespecting, trying to take out, were actually the men of the Most High. Because you got people out here, man, that's literally making an attempt on our lives and don't even realize it, man. Okay, they may look at you like, how the hell is he still living? We just sprayed poison through this nigga's ventilation system. How the hell is he living through this shit? You know what I'm saying? How the hell is he living through it? Like, what's going on? And they look at you like, what the hell? This guy should have been dead a long time ago. Because that's the Spirit of the Lord keeping us alive to do the work, you know? But anyway, this is the book of Isaiah 19:2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his city, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, right? Okay, that's the whole point. There's a clear division here in America. Yahweh Shai is stirring up a division. Okay, like they got a game by Tom Clancy called The Division. Okay, it was based on Civil War. All right, and it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And I will give the Egyptians over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord and the Lord of hosts, man. All right, so that's the whole point, you know. A cruel Lord, this guy Biden is basically, what, I think 50, 60 billion, 70 billion, something like that he sent overseas. But yet you got homelessness and hunger in America that they could be fighting, but yet this man sends 60, 70 billion dollars, 50 billion dollars of your taxpayers' money over to a whole country to fight a fucking bullshit war. That's a cruel Lord right there. All right, this is 2nd Esdras 13, and I'm gonna start at verses 30. It says, matter of fact, 29, it says, and behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. That's the elect. And he should come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one should undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. Okay? And it says, and in the times when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, whence I've showed thee before, then shall my son be declared whom thou sawest as a man ascending, right? Okay, because in the midst of all hell breaking loose, Yahweh Shai is going to come back, man, and deliver the elect. But in the midst of him coming, you're going to have riots in all these cities. Okay, people going to be killing one another. You're going to have World War III. All right, you're going to have in-pocket fighting, all types. This place is going to literally be on fire by the time Yahweh Shai comes back, man. You see? And this is the start of it. We're in the beginning of sorrows right now, as the scripture has said. Okay. This is, damn, I lost my train of thought. Second Esdras 9. This is the book of Second Esdras 9 and 1. It says here, and he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So wherefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, okay, earthquakes and uproars, then thou shalt very well understand that the Most High spake of these things days before that were before thee, even from the beginning. So these things has to come to pass. They are inevitable, okay? So with that being said, man, I'm going to end it here, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom, Baba Ball.